Black women, are you sick and tired of being sick and tired at that toxic job? If you are, this message is for you. I am here live talking about Black women in toxic jobs and talking about getting our money right so that we can leave these toxic jobs that are sucking the soul out of our bodies. So, I wanted to talk about some of the main questions in relation to the masterclass that I'm doing with Dr. Roche Brown. Dr. Roche Brown is a financial psychologist. We are doing the Get Your Money Right so you can leave that toxic job financial masterclass, and this is for Black women. So I wanted to address some of the questions in relation to the masterclass for those of you who are interested in leaving that toxic job and concerned, worried, stressed out, don't know how to get out, but you know you want to get out. And the main concern about leaving is in relation to that financial concern. Am I going to be able to pay my bills? So I'm going to address some of the main questions in relation to the masterclass. And the masterclass starts tomorrow. So if you want to get in the masterclass, the deadline is tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern time. Okay. So I'll put the information for the masterclass in terms of registering for that. So again, the deadline for the masterclass is tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern time. So again, wanted to address some of the questions in relation to that, some of the things I've been hearing, but also if you have questions, you are more than welcome to put that in the chat and I will respond to those questions. So one of the questions is, my money is tight. How would paying for this masterclass really help me get my money right? So I understand that money is tight. For many of us, money is tight. And so this is an investment in terms of coming up with an actual plan to leave. So when you think about sometimes you have to put some money out so that you can get out of a difficult situation. So the masterclass allows you to have a plan for leaving the toxic job. So even though the money is tight, I want you to think about the masterclass helps you get your money together so that you can leave that toxic job and not only be okay, you're going to do better than okay because you're going to have an actual plan. Okay. So that's the first question. Is this going to really help me if my money's tight? Absolutely. It will help you if your money's tight. Something I've also heard is, or the question is, how is this really going to help me? So as I mentioned before, you're going to come up with a financial plan. Once you leave the masterclass, you will have a financial plan. So it will help you in that regard in terms of having a financial plan based upon your timeline of leaving, right? So that's the main issue that many of us stay at toxic jobs because of the fear of, can I pay my bills? And it's all this other fear that comes along with it. So fears that you may have heard from other people about, girl, you're going to be homeless. You won't be able to support yourself. So we'll address that. The masterclass will also talk about how to address your healthcare benefits, your retirement. So again, when you think about the money that you're paying for the masterclass, it is really paying for your freedom from the plantation, basically. So when you think about toxic jobs that are many times like plantations, it helps you in terms of thinking about how are you going to have that financial plan? Also, how are you going to replace your income? So when you think about the money and is it worth it? And, money's tight and what am I going to get out of it? You will get all these different tools so that you'll be able to leave. Okay. The other question is this right for me? Okay. So I want to talk a little bit about who this masterclass is not for. Okay. So this masterclass is not for people who want to stay, Black women who want to stay at a toxic job because for whatever reason, you're too scared to go. You may want to just stick it out and say, you know what, I've invested too much time here. I just want to stick it out. I just want to stay with the devil I know because I'm too scared to leave. Okay. The masterclass is not for you. This masterclass is for Black women who are saying to themselves, I really want to go. I'm really unhappy here. I'm dreading this job. This job is harming me. I know there's got to be a better way. I just don't know how to get out of here. So that is who the masterclass is for. The Black masterclass is for those Black women. And even if you don't not like, okay, I need to leave tomorrow, it helps you come up with a plan. Okay. So the masterclass is designed for no matter where you are on that timeline about, I want to leave that toxic job, the masterclass is for you because you'll be able to come up with your financial plan based upon when you want to go. Okay. So you'll be leaving with a plan. You'll leave with a plan, financial plan. You'll be leaving with what to do about your health care insurance, about your retirement, about how to replace your income. If you want to have a side hustle, we're going to talk about that. So all these different things we're going to be talking about, because again, if you've watched my YouTube videos, you know I've been talking about, leaving and healing from toxic job, and I'm supporting other Black women in doing so as well. And now I'm partnering with a Black woman financial psychologist for this masterclass. And the Black woman psychologist that I'm partnering with, she helped me get out of the toxic job. Okay. So she helped me get my money together so that I was able to leave the toxic job and do better financially. So that's how I wanted to partner with her. So I want to share with you not only about healing, I want to give you the actual tools to get out. And so this masterclass specifically addresses the thing that most of us fear most in relation to leaving a toxic job, and it helps us address those things that we've been avoiding for so long. So as a clinical psychologist, as a toxic job survivor, many times what happens is because we're fearful of thinking about what might happen about finances, we are totally operating out of fear. We don't even have the accurate information about where we are financially and what we need to do so that we'll be okay, and actually more than okay, after we leave that toxic job. Okay. So that's another question. So something else that I've been asked, and I've been trying to address this in the different videos that I talk about the masterclass. So people have expressed to me concerns about, I don't want people to know I'm in this masterclass because I don't want people to know that I'm trying to leave this job for whatever reason. Okay. That's your own business. Nobody needs to know you're trying to leave the toxic job. So don't broadcast it, number one. The other thing is, in the masterclass, it's set up in terms of Zoom webinar format. So no one will know that you're there. So none of the participants will be on camera. Your name will not be listed. None of that. Okay. So if you want to ask a question, if you have a comment, you can write that in the Q&A section, but you can make up a different name. You don't have to use your name. So all of these things are different options for you in terms of the different questions that I have received in relation to the masterclass. And I invite you to think about, as you're listening to me talk right now, I invite you to think about what other questions might you have. And even if you don't feel okay posting those questions, because again, we know about LinkedIn trolls, we know about people, employers who are actually following their employees to see what's going on. My hope is that even if you're not coming on and asking the question, that I have answered those questions for you, and that you will really think about and really explore the options of getting out of that toxic job. So when we think about Fannie Lou Hamer, we think about being sick and tired of being sick and tired, that we have options at this point. So many times, when we think about what we've gone through as a people, many times our parents or other people from a different generation will tell us, girl, you better stay at that job. That's a good job with those good benefits. But think about, if it really is a good job, again, quoting Stephanie Perry, is it really a good job if the job is harming you? Okay. As Stephanie Perry also talked about, a job is a means to an end. Let us take our power back and let us not feel consumed or defined by a job. A job is something that we do to make money. It is not define who we are. It is what we do. It is not who we are. Okay. So let's just keep that in mind. Again, the masterclass, the Get Your Money Right, so you can leave that toxic job financial masterclass for Black women, is tomorrow and Thursday. Okay. So the deadline to register is tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern, okay? So November 8th at 12 p.m. Eastern is the cutoff for registration. It'll be Zoom format, so it's a collaboration between me and Dr. Roche Brown, financial psychologist, and we're going to be talking about all those different things that I mentioned. So we're going to talk about your financial plan, getting that together based upon your timeline. We're going to talk about ways or what to do about your retirement and your health insurance. We're going to talk about how to replace your income, how to create a side hustle if that's something that you want to do. And the main thing, too, is how to address, how to walk through the fear of leaving, because the fear is going to be there. I don't want to lie to you. I've never lied to you on any of my videos, okay? I'm a very authentic person in terms of what you will get from the masterclass is that you will get the resources, the tools, so you're able to start making your plans. So get ready. So Dr. Roche and I were talking about the format of the masterclass is get ready, get marks, get set, go. Okay, so get ready to go. And the masterclass also is set up 90 minutes of content. You will leave with a workbook. You will have everything for you. So once you leave the masterclass, you don't need to do anything else unless you want to, okay? But you will have a plan in place, okay? So all of that will be available to you. Click in the description section to get your seat in the masterclass. Again, webinar format, and also share this information with other Black women. So again, I just want to come on very briefly to talk about the masterclass as I wear my hat, okay? So, part of when you leave a toxic job is that you are able to reconnect and have a life that you want for yourself. So you decide what you want to do. You decide how much money you want to make. You decide how you want to treat yourself. So I treated myself to this hat by Fedora Designs in Atlanta. So I'll put that information in the description section as well. So I thought it was kind of like something light to talk about. Now, even though we're talking about something heavy during the masterclass, the 2-part masterclass, which is tomorrow, November 8th and 9th, even though it's heavy information, it's not going to be gloom and doom, okay? So Dr. Roche, very bubbly and energetic, and we're going to have some lightness in this conversation, but also give you real talk information to help you get out. Okay, so again, information for the masterclass is right there on the screen, and it's also going to be in the description section. So the choice is up to you. I wanted to come on very briefly to address some of the questions that I have received. And, Dr. Roche Brown and I are also talking about having another round of the masterclass coming up soon. Okay, so this is the first round, and we will have another round. So get your ticket so you can get in the first round, okay? So I hope to have you as a part of the masterclass so that we can help to support you to get out. And the ask is that, again, that as you are listening to this, as you are considering this, as you're checking out the information about the masterclass, that again is in the description section, that you will also share this information with other Black women so that we can help as many Black women, including yourself, to get out and heal from toxic jobs, that you are also sharing this with other Black women. And as you are listening to this video, please give this video a thumbs up and like this video. It tells YouTube to suggest this video to other Black women. And if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do so. Lifting as we climb consulting wellness services. And those of you who already commented in my previous video about my hat, again, I got this from Fedora Designs. It's a custom hat that I got, and I got it shipped to me. They dyed it, my favorite color, the whole thing, okay? So again, check out Fedora Designs. Check out the masterclass, the Get Your Money Right, so you can leave that toxic job, financial masterclass for Black women. Okay, so again, the deadline to register is tomorrow, so November 8th at 12 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so I'm signing off, and again, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with at least 2 other Black women. Okay, signing off. See you later. Bye.